Daniel Maneke is one name that stands out even in the flashing neon lights and ringing slots of Las Vegas, the city known for making millionaires overnight and stripping fortunes in the blink of an eye. Better known by his online alias, vegaslowroller, Daniel has millions of people tuning in to see his jackpots. But is the man behind the camera just another gambler showing off his luck? In order to truly understand vegaslowroller, you need to dig into Daniel Maneke's life. His story began in the streets of Beirut, Lebanon, which was torn by civil conflict. Daniel's earliest memories aren't of a peaceful childhood, but survival. Due to the escalating violence, his family was forced to flee the country, not once, but twice, escaping to the United States with little more than hope. The American dream was still elusive for Daniel and his family. Adjusting to life in a foreign country wasn't easy. While his parents worked hard to establish a new life, Daniel's teenage years were marked by severe bullying, isolation, obesity, and a growing addiction that he would fight for years to overcome. As a family, they made frequent trips to Las Vegas, a city that would unknowingly shape Daniel's future. And soon enough, Daniel found an unexpected thrill, not in video games, but in real gambling. At just 16, he quickly learned to play the system, sticking to games with modest jackpots to avoid being caught for underage gambling, teaching him how to navigate a world built on risk and reward. Fast forward to his late 20s, and Daniel found himself stuck in a career that wasn't going anywhere, a toxic relationship that left him emotionally drained and his mental health in shambles. His father urged him to come home instead, offering Daniel a second chance to start fresh. But the fresh start didn't come. Back home with his parents, Daniel still felt the crushing weight of loneliness and addiction. He left home once more, and at what should have been the rock bottom of his life, Daniel overdosed. Alone, disoriented, and disconnected from the world. He woke up nearly 18 hours later, groggy but thankful to be alive, and that marked his turning point. Daniel would never touch drugs again and decided to finally return home. After his father's death just 2 years later, YouTube became Dan's way to achieve the life he had always dreamt of. Cut to now, where unlike the flashy high rollers who toss money around like it's nothing, vegaslowroller's videos paint the picture of what it's like to be an everyday gambler in Sin City. Daniel's casual, sometimes self-deprecating humor and real-life wins and losses have struck a chord with viewers, mainly because he isn't selling a dream of endless wealth. Instead, Daniel embraced his persona as the average Joe gambler, sharing his experiences with people who wanted to see what it was really like to gamble without breaking the bank, where small wins can feel just as big as any jackpot. But as we all know, fame often invites some unsolicited attention and unnecessary criticism along with it. Are these wins really as rewarding as it may seem? Such rumors and specifications have been doing the rounds, accusing him of falsely using this low roller persona to actually hedge quite large bets, using fake money to play, and also charging money from casinos to feature them in his videos as promotion. After all, there has been a massive shift in the last 20 or so years where hardly any casinos allowed filming to now, when they happily invite and pay gambling YouTubers to showcase large jackpots and lure in more gamblers. Is it true then? Is Daniel using house funds to promote certain casinos? While new accusations come up every single day, Daniel has always kept his transparency with the audience. From being vocal about the struggles of filming in certain casinos, which aren't very lenient, to showing himself inserting real cash into the machines. On top of that, Daniel's down-to-earth nature and his genuine goodwill have attracted and retained his growing fan base. He even offers tips and tricks free of cost, which have helped many newbie players. Can someone who openly shares this advice with no cost attached really be out to deceive their followers? In the end, while Daniel's wins may seem too good to be true, it's crucial to remember that gambling is a game of balance. So while Daniel shows plenty of big wins, he also shares the losses, reminding viewers that the casino always has the edge. While some may criticize his content, accusing him of glorifying gambling, the real game has always been about beating the odds, whether in life or in the casino.